What's going on, guys? This is Surreal Scav here, bringing you guys part of my new series, Every Gun on TDM, and we're reaching the very end of the assault rifle classes. And today we're going to be going over this ARX-160. It's a pretty interesting gun, a little bit different from all the rest of the assault rifles. It actually has a pretty high rate of fire, actually second highest rate of fire in its class, right behind the FAD, which I went over in one of my earlier series parts. But anyways, so it's a fully automatic rifle, assault rifle, and it actually shoots really fast, but it's very unpredictable. It has a lot of kick to it. It really has a really unpredictable type of flinch or not flinch, but kick to it, or recoil. There we go. That's what I was looking for. It has a high recoil, and that's makes it pretty hard to use. And but one of the cool things about it, and really nifty to it, is the fact that the first like few rounds it shoots actually has a reduced recoil. So that means like when you first shoot the gun, like let's say if you're shooting someone at long range, if you burst fire them, you're not going to have that much recoil. It's actually really reduced recoil for those long ranges. You know, you throw a grip on it, and it will actually bring it back down for recoil wise. But the recoil on this thing is actually pretty high, but with the high rate of fire, you could sort of understand why. Another cool feature to it is actually it has a built-in laser sight to it, so that means the hip fire will be even more accurate. Now that doesn't mean it has like the hip fire perk. You know, if you still put that hip fire perk on, it's even going to be even better at the hip fire than normal. So I mean that sort of makes it up a little bit for the recoil action in it. You know, being that you can hip fire, this is definitely a close quarters type of assault rifle. I want to compare it to like the Peacekeeper. If you guys remember, the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2 is like it was so called a hybrid submachine gun, like a hybrid in between an assault rifle and a submachine gun, and it sort of acts like that, but the only difference is that Peacekeeper didn't really have that much kit. It was kind of pretty solid. That's the biggest difference between the two, is this thing has a lot of recoil, but other than that, it's fairly similar to like the Peacekeeper, and it's kind of ironic that it's white, just like the Peacekeeper. But let's get into some, you know, some of the ideas on this. Now, this gun actually has a 40. Well, the damage for this gun actually has a 40% damage at up close ranges and 17% damage at farther ranges. So this gun is actually could be a 6-shot kill at further ranges, and that puts it way out of the category for the assault rifle class. I think there's only one other gun. There might be two, but I'm pretty sure there's only like actually there might not even be another gun that has that type of you know, range damage. You know, that 17%, taking it under that 20%. You know, most assault rifles are 20% and above at that longest range, makes it a 5-shot kill. This one is being 17. It's actually a 6-shot kill at the longest distance possible. So you know, it's kind of not good in that aspect. The gun is very hard to use. I'm gonna say, you know, if you were to use it, you probably need to be more of a skilled player, someone that wants to try something new. You know, someone that's you know, pretty skilled and pretty knows the game very well. Other than that, if you're not like a big SMG type style player, this gun is probably not going to be for you. Another thing is the mag size on this thing is about average for its class. It has 30 rounds, you know, at the stock clip, and with extended mags it goes to 45 rounds, which is about average in the assault rifle category. Next to max ammo, it's the same thing, about average. It's 180 max ammo, and with extended clips it's 270 max ammo. Now the reload speed on this thing is about average for the assault rifle class. You know, I'm saying mostly average for this gun, but it's pretty average for the assault rifle class. You know, the reload speed with rounds still in it is 2.8 seconds, which is a little bit lower, but then reload speed with totally empty is going to be 3.23 seconds, which is, you know, just about average. Now here we go where it succeeds in its class is the RPMs, round per minute. It's actually 857 rounds per minute, which that's the second fastest shooting assault rifle in the game. So that's sort of what makes up for that recoil and why we have that huge amount of recoil. The gun itself, I suggest if you're going to use it, know what you're getting into. Know that you're going to have a harder time killing people. It is definitely possible to kill people at long ranges. It's just going to be more difficult, as you could say. One cool thing about this assault rifle, if you didn't know, basically if you add like a select fire to it, basically changing it to like a 3-round burst or a single shotgun, this gun is a 2-shot kill from like medium to long range, which is kind of weird because it actually adds damage to like the body area of a person. It adds a 1.5 multiplier to the body area on a person, so that makes it a 2-shot kill at up close, medium, and to that medium to long range. Now, the longest range possible is actually still going to be a 4-shot kill, but I mean, you're dropping it down, the damage down by 2 bullets, as long as you're hitting them, torso or above, and not staying away from the arms, you're going to get that 4-shot kill or that 2-shot kill. It's actually pretty good that way. It's just hard to control, but it is a good idea because it is reduced recoil for the first couple shots. So if you guys want to try it out with the select fire, putting it on 3-round burst or single shot, and it might work out better for you guys. Okay, now we're going to go over my class. Of course, I got the foregrip and the muzzle brake on this thing. I think it's very useful. Another thing, I run this thing more like a SMG. I believe I have what is I have I have the quick draw, the ready up, the stalker, of course, and I believe I'm running agility with it. I'm trying to make this a quick class. Quick hit and destroy, hit and destroy. And on this class, I'm actually running more my SMG type score streaks. I'm running my dog, my SATCOM, and stuff like that. So this gun is more like an SMG type to me, but it does have a little bit better range. But anyways, guys, this is the end of the video. If you guys like this video, like this gun review, hit that like button. If you haven't checked out my channel before and haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Lots of good content coming about Ghost, and hopefully about new games in the future, aka Destiny or Titanfall. Otherwise, guys, this is Scaff, and leave me a comment. Peace.